In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the new Incline bracelet. So this is what it looks like. On the one side, it has the bands in a diagonal pattern, and then on the other side, it has a fishtail look. So you're going to need about 180 bands to make this bracelet, and today I'm using Rainbow Loom brand bands. I have black for the outside and then teal and white for the center. So I'm going to start with my first middle color, which is going to be white, and it's going to go on the bottom pin on the left hand side. It's going to go straight across to the right, and there's no need to twist. And now I'm taking my second color for the center, which is teal. It's going on this middle pin, and it's going straight over to the right. Now I'm going to take my outside color, which is black, and it's going to go from the bottom and stretch all the way up to the top. And now I want to get the bands that are on the left to move over to the right, but instead of moving straight across, they're actually going to go diagonally up to the next pin. So starting with white, I'm taking this off, and it's going diagonally up and to the right, so it's on this center pin. And now I'm taking the teal band, and that's going to do the same thing. It's going diagonally across and up. So it's at the top pin here. I'm going to push that down. And now I'm going to add my next layer. So this time I want to start with teal. So instead of white being on the bottom, it's going to be teal. It's going from this bottom pin straight across. And now the white is going to go on the center pin and go straight across. And then I'm taking black, and that's going all the way from the bottom, doing that long stretch up to the top. I'm going to do this same pattern of taking the bands on the left over to the right, but moving up a pin. So the teal is going to come off and go diagonally up to the right, and then the white is also going to come off and go diagonally up, so it's on this top pin on the right. Going to push this all down, and I'm going to add one more layer before I take any off the bottom. So I'm going to start with white. I'm just going to keep alternating where these center band positions are going. So I'm always starting on the bottom left, just changing the color. So I have white, and then in the middle I have teal, and now I'm going to cross with the black, and now the bands on the left are going to move over to the right. They're just moving to that next pin up diagonally, and now the teal is coming up to the right, and push this down. And so now I have 3 layers on. So what I want to do is remove the bottom layer. So from the very end here with the black, I have just the bottom band. It's going to come over the top. And now on the front here on the right side, I have 3 rubber bands on the 2 ends and then 6 in the middle. So I just want one single band to come off the end. In the middle here, I'm going to have to get 2 bands to come off. So I'm just going to grab them both at once. It's going to be one of each of the colors. I'm just pulling that over the top and into the middle. Just make sure that your upper bands stay on as you're doing that. And then at the top here, I have just the one single band from the bottom. And on the very end with the black, I just have that one band that's coming off. Going to push this all down, and now I'm ready to add my next layer. So white was on the bottom last time, so now I'm going to do teal, and then white for the middle, crossing it with the black, and the bands on the left are coming across and moving up one. And again, the white is going across to the top. And from now on, every time I place a layer on, I want to remove the bottom layer. So again, it's one from the very ends here, the black. And then on the right side, you're going to always have one on the end, and then two in the middle, getting them both at once. It's always going to be one of each color, and then one on the end, and then finally at the top here, I want the bottom black to come off. I'm doing white at the bottom again since I did teal last time. And teal's going in the middle. And now the long one. And now again they're moving over from the left to the right, but they're going to the next pin up. And then finally I want the bottom layer to come off. So it's one on the end, and then one on the bottom right, two for the center, one of each color, and then one, and then finally at the top, and push down. So I will just continue in this same pattern, and when the bracelet gets long enough, I will show you how to remove it from the loom. When you have your bracelet to the length that you'd like it and you're ready to take it off of the loom, you're going to take the rubber bands on the right hand side on the bottom pin. There should be two. I'm going to pick them both up and move them into that center row. And now I'm going to take the rubber bands from the top pin on the right. Again, there's two, and I'm going to move them into the center as well. Now I'm going to take the bottom rubber bands, just do them two at a time, and pull them over the top. I'm going to take the next bottom two, and I'll do two more from the bottom. So now there's just two rubber bands left on that pin. Now I'm going to take these black bands that are on the bottom pin closest to me, again there's two, and move them into the middle. And I'll take the black bands on the top here, again we have two, and I'll move them into the middle as well. And now I'm going to reach my hook down through these four black bands on the top. I'm going to get them behind my hook. I'm going to grab the bottom two, and I'm going to pull them up through. Now I can take this off of the loom. And I want to take a clip. I have an S clip here. You can use whatever clip you have available. Just going to hook these two bands through that one side of the clip, and I'll go to the other end here, and I'm just going to pick up some of the bands on the end. Just grab these black ones here, and I'm just going to hook these through. And then here is your bracelet. So you can see this design on the front. And if there's any spots on the bracelet where you think the black is showing through, you can just use your hook and slide the bands over to cover that up, so you have it as neat looking as possible. And also the black band, that's the border, does tend to want to go inside a little bit. So what I like to do is just take a minute and push these border bands off to the side just to help this pattern show through a little bit better. And then here's what it looks like on the reverse. So here's the other one that I showed you at the beginning. So this is the Incline bracelet, and I hope that everyone enjoyed making it. You can always leave me comments on YouTube and Facebook, post pictures of your creations to my Facebook page, and please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all of my latest tutorials. You can also find me on Pinterest and Instagram, so please feel free to subscribe to those as well. Thanks for watching!